Hi everyone, and welcome to day one of the Zero Payroll Confidence Challenge. Today we're making sure your employees are paid correctly by setting up accurate pay templates and ensuring compliance with awards. Many payroll errors start with incorrect pay settings, so let's get it right from the beginning. Just going to turn my sound up a bit. So finding the correct award and pay rate. Before setting up pay templates in Xero, you need to know the correct award and pay rate for each employee. Here's how to find this information. And I will put the link underneath this video for you. Use the Fair Work Pay Calculator. So go to Fair Work's Pay and Conditions tool at the Fair Work website. Enter the employee's industry, job classification, and employment type. For example, full-time, part-time, or casual. This will show the minimum pay rate, penalty rates, and any allowances applicable. If unsure, look up the Modern Awards list on the Fair Work Ombudsman website. The award outlines minimum hourly rates, overtime rules, penalty rates, and allowances. Employees must be paid at least the minimum award rate or higher. Check if the pay rate includes or excludes superannuation. This impacts what you enter in Xero. So it depends what you have put in the employee's employment contract. So double check that and see if it's with or without superannuation. So now entering pay rates in Xero. Once you know the correct rate, let's enter it into Xero properly. So if the employee is paid hourly, go to Payroll, Employees, and I set myself up as a dummy employee yesterday. I think I set myself up with a salary. So if we go to the pay template, and I set myself up with an annual salary of 60,000. So, but if we click on ordinary hours, you have the choice of entering the rate or an annual salary. So if we change it to enter rate, here we would put, and say I'm a full-time employee, so I'm working 38 hours a week, so we can enter that in the template. And let's say $45 an hour. And we'll save that. So now when I go to run a pay run, it will come up with 38 hours at $45 an hour. And that 45 is excluding super because the super gets added on when the pay run is run. So next, let's look at overtime and penalty rates, which are often misunderstood. So let's clarify how to set them up in Xero. So overtime, now I've already got a pay item here for overtime, which has already been set up. But I'll show you quickly. So payroll settings, and I'll show you where these are stored. So they're stored under pay items, under earnings. So have a look and see what you have in here. There's your ordinary hours, overtime, which is 1.5 times the employee's ordinary earnings. And that at the moment seems to be all we've got. So we may want double time. So maybe let's set one up for that. So we're going to add, I don't think there's one there, is there? I'm going to add overtime earnings. We're kind of going to call it double time. Double time. So the rate type. So It's going to be a multiple of the employee's ordinary earnings. It's going to be twice what his hourly rate is. So it's going to be a multiple, so it's going to be 2. And the expense account will be wages and salaries. It's not exempt from PAYG withholding, but it is exempt from super. You can pay super on it if you like, but it's exempt and it's reportable on the activity statement. So we're going to add that. So now if I go back to my template, payroll employees, and look for my template, and if I want to add double time onto that, then I can add an earnings line. It's going to be, here we go. It's overtime hours, and we're going to use the earnings rate. So once you click overtime hours, that becomes available to tick, and we'll say okay. So now I've got overtime hours, where I can put the hours in, and that will be calculated for this particular line item as double time. So let's continue or finish by checking everything is set up correctly. So this is your job. So does each employee's pay rate match or exceed the award? Are pay rates entered correctly as hourly or salary? Do you have a template set up? It certainly saves time and avoids errors. Are overtime and penalty rates applied where needed? So are you paying overtime? And is super correctly excluded from any overtime? So once you've completed today's task, comment pay templates checked. And that's it for day 1. Now that you've set up employee pay templates correctly, you'll avoid payroll headaches later. Tomorrow we'll dive into employee bank details and using ABA files for payroll processing. See you then.